Ja, hallo, hallöchen. How are you guys today? Welcome in on this fine Thursday evening. We're in Australia. We fly the last leg up to the north coast. Woohoo! Well, on Saturday, it's gonna get over the big and blue again. So, yeah, let's buckle up and do some flying. Welcome in, Costella. Hey, buddy. And also, welcome in Nights Up and Catbird. Hi, guys.
Hello, hello.
Oh no, it's these guys again.
Yeah.
And hello,
dear.
Costella. I was just too lazy to type.
Yeah. I can imagine. I have to come off. I have to lift my VR headset to type with one hand. So I get pretty lazy too with that.
You have to reach around the controls to get the keyboard.
Ooh, yeah. So no good, no good. I can even not read the stuff because I'm like VR, so I don't even know if you're talking to me. So I apologize.
He wrote absolutely fantastic flying with you guys. So excited to be back.
Yeah, I got that bit. Thank you, Carl. Yeah. I got that still. But yeah.
I have the weird feeling that. Hello. Oh, it's connected. Why don't I see it? There it is. Okay. You missed us. You missed flying with us. That's nice. We missed you too, Costella. So let's pack up the camp and be on our way. We are in the middle of nowhere.
Literally, yes. Where are you taking us
To the ends of the world. The ends of the earth. Well, we didn't pick up our camp. Yes, we did. Look at that pretty bird over there. So fancy.
Well,
So such a fancy bird over there.
Oh, which pretty bird is that?
I know. A catbat sits in it. Can you
Oh,
put on? Can you
I
put
don't
on?
know that, dude.
I don't.
Landing lights? Yeah.
Yeah, all of the lights. Make the
Yeah.
Christmas tree shine. See?
Well, I think that's as much lighting as I can get on.
Yeah.
Do you see it? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You
Do
see
you?
the lights? Yeah.
Yeah. You
Some of
see.
it.
You see the lights and you see the ground textures.
Yes.
It's not
Yes,
just
that's pretty
light.
nicely done.
yeah.
That's really nice.
Yeah, that's well done.
So you saw that too, what I meant.
Yes, thank you.
Few moments before.
Well, no wind at all, it says here.
That's excellent. So we can take off from the runway we want.
I have
Right?
winds. I have 8
Oh,
knot from 331. And I'll
Mhm.
take runway 30.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah. So
how,
yeah, let's fire up a Spitty.
how unfortunate to have fancy weather.
Why is it unfortunate?
Because you have wind, so you cannot choose your runway, I meant.
Ah, yes, and a very limp windsock indeed.
Mm.
Blinkies. So fancy, that bird. So, fuel pump is running. We have 2 magnetos. We have that on. We have that over here, and that is working too. So, everything's working. Does our tail wag? Yes, our tail's wagging. Screech, 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 screech.
I have to learn how slow I can fly in this. I haven't actually tried that yet. I think 111 knots is like the slowest you can approach, but that doesn't mean it's the stall speed, right? So that's
Yeah.
and also that depends on fuel load and passenger load and all that. So what are we flying 250 knots, something like that?
That was fast. She did not cough much today. What's wrong with you, Spitty? Where's your coughing?
Yeah, that's very suspicious.
There was just
It's-
cough, cough, broom.
Well,
Mm.
she will probably show you later why she did it. Oh, yeah.
Stop it. So my GPS is aligning. Turn off the fuel pump. That's all off. We don't need that.
What is an aileron booster?
Yeah, that's weird.
I have
You
that
can-
switch here where it says switch aileron booster off. So it must be something that I've
That's-
always had on. But what is it?
Maybe hydraulic system that you can use that one better.
I switched it off now just to see if I can
Would you-
see any change.
Would you risk it for takeoff?
No, no, no. No such thing. No, but I just wanted to see if I could see any visible change,
Okay.
which I can't.
Well, let's.
Give me just a second. Just because this is working.
Okay, where is Castella?
Buddy.
Babing is probably the music bot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right then.
You coming?
Who's coming? Me?
No, Costello.
Okay. Because I'm waiting at the holding point.
Yes,
It's so fancy.
he's the only good boy here. He plays by the rules. But anyway, there's no controller. Unless he's hiding in the bushes. And it looks like, again, there is a grassy runway right next to the tarmacy runway.
Oh really?
Well, I mean, it's the markings, which
We're
are
on
not
the
very
right side?
clear, but would be to my left.
To your left. Oh, that's why I don't see them then.
Yeah, there are markings, but little nav map says no. There's no
Yeah.
runway.
But I've seen that on other airports. It could be that they're just baked in markings from, from real life.
Yeah, could be. Hey Viper, welcome in. How you doing?
Hello, Viper.
Hello, Viper.
Shall we wait for you, Castella, or will you catch up? Why I'm not surprised, Viper. Honestly. Mr. Hub.
Mr. Andrea. Ah. Well,
Well, let's take off.
he's not talking. He's not flying. I don't think we should wait.
Kamikaze. There is the music. There is the music. Off you go, Nights Up.
Oh, there it goes. It's a funny sight. One Gigna and one Finanza.
But.
So lining up. So let's yellow line the throttles and release the brakes. There's 100. Whee!
There are the strobies. And there's Boston Elf. Welcome in. In a spitty. Then take the other runway? I took off from 30. Exactly the other way around.
Okay, silence, please, thank you. climb a bit, see how slow I can fly it. Straight line.
So,
Okay, there comes the stall warning at about 110 knots.
okay.
Yeah. Well, we're also not exactly at sea level here.
You know, I'm flying at 4,000.
Here, I'm at 6,000 at the minute. I'll drop the gear, see what it does with the gear out as well.
Complain, probably.
No, that's with the gear up. Once the gear is down, she will stop the gear warning.
Okay. So, Boston Elf is up. Estella is also there. Yeah, I saw you.
So now let's try and install it fully. When does that occur?
Can you go into a spin with the Learjet?
Well, she definitely dropped the wing, so I guess. Oh, ooh, yeah. She's trying to do all sorts of weirdness. Okay.
Oh, nice. You never flew the Spitty before. Do you have the flying iron Spitty? Or the marketplace one? Not by flying iron? Boston Elf?
Well, it says speed,
Yes,
so
the
I think
flying.
the same one as you, yeah.
There are three. Blah blah blah. Speak slowly. You can do it.
Three
English.
Spitties, yeah, I know.
There are 3 Spitties on around now.
Yeah.
Yes, Boston Elf has the flying iron one. Well, you know the magical number for the Spitty, which is in real life it would be flown on cruise boost 4 and 2650 RPMs. With 26, okay, and the RPMs 2650. That is the magical number where she has the most bite. RPMs 2650, so 2650 RPMs. You have it under engine 2650 with the display from Microsoft, for example. If you use that. Nightsap, is your gear still out?
No.
Okay.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What the freak?
What's happening?
I touched the trim wheel and it went like boom. It's actually very nice with that Cessna trim wheel because it's so much precision in there.
Okay. Engine is failing. Why?
Did you refuel?
Enough fuel in there?
I don't know.
Maybe give your engine more RPMs? Not 2250, but 2650?
Mixture? Is that full reach or almost full reach?
Is your engine failures on? Would it not recommend that for first users?
No.
No, also not for flying along because if you bash it a lot, it will fail.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, speed and power, please. Oops.
You have on your in your spitty down here a tablet. Dynamic engine stress. Turn that one off. Okay. And yeah, I had to lean it. Did you turn off dynamic engine stress? Okay. There's a Castella. Ooh, Learjet tries to fly formation. Pretty bird.
Yeah. Yeah, she is. Not the easiest to fly in formation though, because jets having to spool up and down. Oh, come on. Speed brakes. So that helped.
Yeah, it helped. Looks good now.
Yeah, I think we found our setting more or less.
If you look beneath us, it looks like the There was a riverbed someday.
Yeah.
Oops. Let's try not to scratch any paint here. Wow.
I have a 15 knot crosswind.
I have a 15 knot tailwind, so
Hello, hello. Hey Murph, welcome in. How you doing, buddy?
oh, it's
Hello.
that guy.
Yeah, it's that
It's
guy.
that guy. Yes. Him.
Hey Murphy. Good evening to you, mate. This is actually very much fun to hand fly.
Murph
What does it
wrote,
say?
that guy. Lol. Evening, folks. We're here in beautiful Australia, the last leg, up to the northern coast. Then we set back to Indonesia and Osttimor on Saturday. So last leg in Australia, where the fancy spideys are.
Oh,
The
yeah.
snakes.
Spiders, as Murph would say.
And the crocs that bites.
Oh, yeah, not the Crocs that you put on your feet. Love. My fuel burns 244 gallons only
Okay.
an hour. I'm sure it's better higher up and faster,
Yeah. Surely.
but this is fun.
Yeah.
It's the first time I'm flying this in formation.
Yeah, it's everything a first time. It's hard enough to hold the bird straight ahead without going up and down.
Yeah.
By the way, the song requests are open, so if you want to punch something in, feel free to. With exclamation mark SR, the name of the artist and the title. Somewhere should be an airport coming up.
The granites.
Yes, the granites.
Oh, it's another 50 miles.
Yeah,
It's so much
just
fun.
saw that.
I'm gonna get to the other side here for a minute. Yeah, because I see somebody else flying on the right hand side, so
Yeah, that's Stella.
so
He's
I went
behind
to the
you.
left side so that he has a free wing.
Aww. Help, I'm feeling followed. Nights Up is pretty far in front. Hey Kenzui, how you doing, buddy?
I don't know why you are so slow. I'm doing 230.
242?
He's
Yes.
boasting again.
No, I'm simply stating that I'm not really going full throttle. I'm
Yeah.
really holding back, so
I
I'm not
know.
zipping. But if I do 230 and you still can't keep up, then there is something wrong.
See, there he is, boasting again.
Not boasting. Because otherwise I'm the bad guy who's zipping.
Yes. You are sipping, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
No.
I go much slower, I fall out of the sky.
Oh, really?
You want a screenshot? I can show you. I'm doing 230.
No, I believe you. We're doing 240 over the ground at the minute. So we should catch up then in a year or so.
In a year.
That's nice to hear, Kenzui, that you're fine. Fast enough rewards to modern comfort.
I'm sure I could catch up with you in a zippy night, Seb.
Oh, I'm sure.
I think Kaharia is accelerating now, because
I lost him.
better put out the speed brakes now, because otherwise I go right past. This is so addictive.
Oh, I gave him a boost now. I see how my tail is wagging in the wind.
I wonder how far Murph's kitchen is in the process of being built right now. I'm sure he does a great job of it as well, you know, like he's such a handyman.
I would say on a scale
I
of
mean,
between 1 and 100, it is
Yes.
probably at -10.
I mean, that's where I would be as well. I can't actually, you know, like criticize him for that.
Don't scare him.
Oh,
Catbrat, he's
I-
writing you down on his list, he says.
Naughty list, yeah?
naughty list.
You will not be in the will.
Brilliant, Murph. Well, at least he makes us laugh.
I didn't go anywhere. Writing down Catbird on my list.
Oh god.
That list must be pretty long.
Yeah, he must have a serious list. Keyboard must be somewhere on top.
Yes.
It's an important list. I bring it everywhere, even to Mass.
Which is a
Really?
double lie. Because I can't see Murph going to mass regularly
No.
either.
No,
No, me neither.
no, me neither.
Has he ever stopped a late night stream by saying, "Oh, folks, I have to be up early for mass tomorrow"?
Yeah.
And also, you cannot wear Crocs to Mass.
That is another point. Yeah.
Although they shouldn't be so demanding, because it's not like they have that much public. I would say Crocs welcome if I were the priest.
The name is embroidered on the cover.
Embroidered on this car. Wow, that's an honor, Murph.
Well, nothing to say to that.
Well,
Oh boy. So,
Murph, have you tried this thing in VR yet? The Learjet? You must if you haven't yet.
he's writing, I'd be great at saying Mass. Do you know what I mean? We know what you mean.
I can't
He would-
see Murph doing
Murph
a
would be-
sermon.
Not
He
yet.
would be
That's
totally
an
distracting all the time.
He would be a great priest. People would actually go. That's the thing. He would
Yes,
attract-
but
yeah.
not for what he says, but
Well, maybe not.
for his
But
delivery.
it's just. I mean, can you imagine? I would go.
Oh, I would,
That show would be
Honestly.
grand.
I would be grand.
I would
Yeah.
giggle all the way through. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You would never be bored again.
Catbird, he wrote not yet. That's on another list, but must
Okay.
try it soon in VR.
Yeah, you must do it. It's awesome.
What I can give as a feedback, it's not 100% working with the Logitech panel, with the Switch panel right now. I tried that.
I'm using now the Boeing stuff for it, like the Boeing throttle and the Boeing yoke, both.
Sunday mornings are gonna get interesting. I can imagine.
Can you imagine Murph up there on the pulpit trying to give a speech?
Oh
He
yeah.
says two sentences, and then says, "Oh, by the way, I wanted to show you this and that," and then he turns the back to the community, looks at something behind him. I can just see it perfect.
Yeah.
Then he turns around.
But
where
also,
was I? Where was
There
I?
would be a stream that would be streamed live.
Yes, yes. Now, how can you do emotes in that situation? I'm sure there'll be a solution for that.
Gibbo would be moderator.
Yeah, moderator. I think in the church that's quite a high up title. Interesting. If you approach this airport, as I'm doing, on the approach there is a funny looking pattern on the ground which looks like, you know, the typical old triangular airports that
Oh,
they
yeah.
built during the war.
Wait a second. There was such a content creator called the Flying Priest or the Sim Flying Priest. It's on YouTube. He built a 737 cockpit in his parochial, or however you
Yep,
call that,
yeah.
house.
Parochial,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Gemeindehaus, basically.
Yeah, yeah.
Where is there an airport?
Stripsy
There is
somewhere.
stuff here, but it's not an airfield. Ah, it's over there.
A Murph in a white priest gown.
Jesus. With Crocs. Yeah, I can just see it.
No,
Yes.
that would be so long you
That
would not see the Crocs.
Oh, good grief. Can you
I
imagine?
got pictures in my head. Oh boy. Runway in sight, gear down.
Oh, really?
Autopilot
Oh,
off, my
oh,
plane.
oh, she's going. I lost her. Since I have a tailwind, I will fly around the airport first.
I have a crosswind. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh, Flappy's one.
Ooh, kitty.
Oh, actually, are we doing a touch and go or are
Yes,
we
we do a
landing?
touch and go.
In that case, I'm not gonna care for much wind. Well, actually, yes, I am, because I'm already passing it, I think. I have a feeling. It's hardly visible. Yeah, I'm passing it. Okay.
Well, I see it pretty fine.
Yeah, it's just my graphic settings, I guess. Need to. Yeah, let's just do a short circuit. It's gonna be lots of fun.
Oh, she's a floaty.
Oh, turning to base.
There must be a some mining
Yeah, it
stuff
says gold
again.
mine. It says gold mine
Ah.
here.
Okay. Ah, there's Boston Alpha and the TV Naner.
The short final. Eagle, I'm right behind you. No stress. Wow.
Wow.
I was literally touched down as I heard the stall warning come on. Okay. Gear, where's the gear? There it goes.
So. You think that song's old? The Romans?
Romans?
The Romans. Whatever have they done for us?
You wanna have babies? What?
What would happen if Monty Python would do another movie with that black humor nowadays?
They would lock them all up?
Or did I line up this one? Yeah, it's actually lined up with 3-1. That's good. The next is not lined up. Not this one we're flying now to, but the after that. Whee! There's a Castella needing belly scritches. It's an upside down Castella. Don't become a stain.
There's an airfield we'll be passing soon, which is called Rabbit Flat Airport.
Well, guess which animals are housing there?
Yep. Because the tragedy is that rabbits didn't exist in Australia.
Yeah, and they
So
don't have.
They're invasive.
Yeah, and they don't have natural predators.
Yeah.
What would happen if they bring over foxes or something?
Well, they brought over all sorts of animals. I mean, there's wild camels in Australia.
What?
Yep. Not originally, but brought over. And now
Escaped?
living. It's their climate. They like it.
Down there. Pretty nice lake.
It's interesting when you look at that road, how there are in regular intervals, you have these short little branches. I don't know what that is, why that is.
Branches?
Yeah, it's the main road, and then it's like in a tree, left and right. There's short little side branches. They don't lead anywhere, but I wonder if that's maybe because every now and again they push stuff from the road over to the side or something like that.
Maybe. Isn't it also common that instead of the rave wagon, also known as ambulance, here, back here, there are airplanes doing that service?
What, ambulance service?
Yeah,
Yeah, the flying doctor service, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if they have a Learjet.
Actually, they have
Yeah, see. Doesn't
35.
look right. A 35?
Yeah,
Just as this one. Oh, so I must get a livery for this one, like a Royal Flying
I
Doctor
think
Service livery.
PC-24. Okay.
PC-12 they have, I think.
And I think Alice Springs is the center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I googled some other on Flight Radar. I googled some for our EMT service flights,
Yeah.
and there was Alice Springs, and they had a Learjet, a 35 one. So
Nice.
Yeah.
So,
can
I think
maybe
they have
there's
sort of-
something.
You know, they have smaller planes which can land.
They
at
also
the
have
farms.
King Airs.
Yeah. And then there are larger planes which take people from hubs to the big hospitals.
Probably, yeah.
It's like if there is a farmer who has a problem, you can't
Yeah.
send a Learjet out to it.
No.
You need
That-
either a helicopter or a
Like
very small push plane.
yeah, it makes sense.
Well, I saw a video from the King Air 360 ER that is actually in the livery of the Royal Doctor Service when it was introduced in the video of Beechcraft.
Yeah.
And it was in, with tires and light caging for exactly that terrain we're flying over.
Yeah.
She had bigger
Nice.
tires. She had a cover for her flaps, security, a gravel. How would you call that?
Guard.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
A gravel guard on the flaps, and so on and so on.
What happens at the next airfield?
Well, let's do another touch and go. If you find it.
Yeah, I see it clearly in front of me.
There's another mine.
Mine?
Mine?
Yeah, I think so.
Tanami is another mine.
Tanami. I don't think there's another reason for there to be an airfield out here.
Yeah. And we Supplejack Downs Airport, we do a landing. After feeling I need some fuel. Yeah,
Yeah,
I know,
They even have a hole in the ground here.
hole? There's a hole in the bucket? Bless you.
Here.
Runway in sight. Kamikaze.
And where's that the runway?
It's a nice brown patch. Reddish brown.
Please, I would have never seen that. Thanks to everybody, I can see it, but wow. Okay, well.
Laps up. Gear up.
You're up.
Kamikaze! Ooh, nice. The hole in the ground.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a real hole in the ground.
It looks like there's water at the bottom.
Yeah. Would make sense. Even in a dry country like that. If they find much gold here.
I have no idea if it is a gold mine. It could be used for something else.
Yeah.
Because with the previous one, my marker actually said gold mine.
Ah,
And
okay.
with this one, I had no marker.
After Knight's up. Get him!
That's,
Roar!
that's easy because I'm parked in the road at the moment.
Oh, really? Why would you do such a thing?
Because otherwise it's supposed to be zipping again. And instead of flying backwards, I just land.
Mark, yeah.
I want you to see. I want to see you flying backwards. I want to see that.
That's, I think landing is easier.
There's somewhere a hill called Mount Charles.
Oh. Uh-huh.
And Castella goes.
Yep. Had that too. Pet has fun too, hopefully.
Oh yeah, a lot.
That's a station. Wonder what you can buy there.
Is it called station?
Yeah.
Then it's a farm. In Australia, farms are called stations.
Bikini bore out station. And I'm sure in real.
Australians call farms stations.
Okay.
There's cattle stations, sheep stations, and so on.
Okay. And that road down there must be one of those roads where those road trains
Yeah, and it would be
are
very dusty
cruising.
too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be behind one of them.
You don't want to eat dirt?
Not really.
But if you look at that, here's nothing. Okay, there's not nothing. There's a Castella flying upside down.
Belly scratches?
Yeah, belly scratches.
Who said belly scratches?
Castella. With it, me.
Yeah.
Lost now in the TBM 9er. That's weird. Castella is not all above, also it's higher up and not just above the ground and pulls a cloud of dust.
Oh, I can fly the Lear upside down. Oh, nice.
What?
Yeah. Just done it.
Okay, just don't be that stain.
Exactly.
I think, Nights Up, you will find a Castella shortly.
Mm-hmm.
The wind keeps
Oh.
picking up.
Let's hydrate, shall we?
Good idea. Cheers,
Stay
guys.
on autopilot. Altitude hold.
Yep, there was a definite upside down Castella. So, next one is subtle jack downs.
Yeah, we land there.
Okay.
Subtle what?
Supple jack.
Downs.
Supple jack downs.
Careful, the magenta line is not lined up to the runway.
I think I'm aiming for 30. 30.
I have to use 30.
Because
I
the
got
wind.
17 knots.
Yeah. Well, my wind is much less than yours, but it's from a similar direction, I think.
3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 8.
Right.
Mine is from 270.
Back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. So how close are we to this thing?
This
Mm,
thing is
would
12
say,
miles. 12
yeah,
miles.
roundabout.
Well, one of the heroes of my younger days died today.
Oh
Melanie.
no.
Oh,
Melanie, the singer.
okay.
Yeah. She got famous at Woodstock.
Okay. It's nice that you fly with us, Costella. We enjoy that too. Now the catbat found a wild Costella.
Another cat bat found?
A
Oh, he
wild
sees me, yeah.
Costella.
He found me alright. Wing wave.
There's a problem here. You have red airfields on red soil.
Yeah. It can
Well,
be hard to spot.
I did a flight earlier this week crossing the Alps in the east, towards Slovenia and so on.
yeah.
And I left the weather in live weather, just changed the time a bit, and it was beautiful. There was fog in the valleys, and only the tops of the mountains looked out, and you could see the shadows of the mountains on the fog. It was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I can imagine. Out this week and flying, it's a bit, yeah. Got so much to do on Saturday. Oh, the whole day will be householding. Then we fly in the evening.
Now this could be an airfield.
Ooh, 6
think it
miles. Actually, I have a countdown here, yeah. 6.4, 6.3, 6.1. So
Yeah, I think
I'm
it is an airfield.
guessing I'll be overflying an airfield where
It's
Zeb
actually
is.
not a red one. Part of it is white. So it's
Oh,
you
I
can
need to
tell
slow down though.
you can tell it much easier.
Because, yeah. 3 miles out. I still don't see a thing now. Oh yeah, there it is. I see a small hut of some kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Kaharia, your fuel will be in bottles.
Yeah, better than no fuel.
It's
Yeah, man.
when I watch this Dutch motorcycle rider, she's in Cameroon at the moment. I mean, if she needs petrol, you have these roadside stalls, and there's just sort of 2-liter water bottles which are filled with petrol, and she just hopes that it hasn't been diluted or anything. But
Yeah, or contaminated or
it's
anything.
absolutely unsure. It's the only way you can get petrol in some areas. Okay.
Oh, can we make it? Well, yeah, that won't be so nice here.
Yeah, I'll put all the drag out I can. And now hope for the best. Because I don't see a thing, I just see nameplates. It's good that I have
You
these
see where
nameplates
I
to go
land?
by. No. Yeah, I see where you land, yes. No.
Yeah, that's the runway.
Yes.
You got some dramatical music.
Yeah. I don't know where the runway starts, where it ends. It's pretty bad. I think it's here.
Yeah,
Sort of. Okay.
you leave a dust cloud.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That bot, go home, you drunk. What do you call a beehive without the bees?
Hive?
An e-hive. Oh boy. So we are refueled. There comes Castella. Nicely done, buddy. There comes Boston in the TBM Neener.
So
That
it's
looked
butter.
like butter. We need some toast. A taxi where the runway starts. You know how far you can go out, Catbot.
Thank you.
And I had a landing rate in a single digit.
Nice.
It did not feel like that. So, in theory, in front of my nose.
Nice. So make sure to park in front of your nose then.
So, are we ready?
Yes.
Then off we go.
Yes, come on, big boy.
That was the wind. That wing dip.
Why is it not taking off? Come on. Yeah. I guess the trim setting was wrong.
Next airport is waypoint. That's it.
Yep.
Now I'm pulling a trail of dirt behind me. I'm on 3,000 feet. There should not be a trail of dirt. Oh boy. What kind of music do mummies like?
Mummies as in Egyptian mummies.
Rap. That's hard. It's so hard.
Yeah. Painful.
They're almost as painful as those my co-worker throws around. The good thing is I can't recall them. Good
Yeah.
thing for you.
Good thing for us, yes. Otherwise, we'd all have to suffer. Is 44 miles the next point?
Yeah, could be. I think it was 55 from the airfield.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so that makes sense. Okay.
I have almost a straight on headwind. soon I'm getting out and push.
Oh, there is Mr. Magenta line in front of me.
Hmm.
Catching up.
Yeah. You're faster. Who is faster? Mr. Magenta or you, Catbot?
If we go flat
Whoa.
out, what is your maximum speed?
My maximum speed that I've seen in this, I don't know, 500 knots. But
Okay.
that's like ground speed. No.
Yeah,
I
but you're
mean,
definitely faster than my P38.
yeah, I think so. But not
I'm-
at not at this altitude though. You can't do that kind of. I can do 300 knots here probably.
That's about what I would probably get to.
I don't think I can do more. I can try it, but she will probably start beeping. Let's keep going.
No worries.
Let's
Fast
give it a
enough.
go. Oh yeah, she's starting. See, 300 knots, something around there. That's probably what I should keep at this kind of
Might go
altitude.
full out. Let's see. Takes a while.
Yeah, but you won't get any warnings probably. Do you get an overspeed warning? I don't think
No,
so.
no, no.
That one.
Okay, I'm 280 now.
So there's my overspeed warning once I get to this. But it varies with altitude.
Yeah, I think it's slowly inching up to 290 airspeed. That's the limit.
Yeah, it starts exactly at 300 knots. It starts complaining.
There she gets a. There she is a complainy bird.
Yeah.
How dare she? There is nothing here.
291. That's it.
So let's go a bit higher.
Zoom. There she goes. Bye.
So I'm like, what? More than 8,000, 10,000 feet per minute?
Well,
in the
she's a
cloud.
dart.
And, of course. I mean, I was going 300 knots, so that helps.
Yep.
Yeah, let's level off. 'Cause, I mean,
Maxed out.
10,000 feet is enough. I have 20 miles to come down again. Unless we're not landing there.
I'm coming not above 250 knots. Yeah, and I was wondering.
Why?
Yes.
Here?
Nope.
Flaps,
Nope.
Fuel tank?
Yep.
fuel,
Yeah, it's that stupid.
The belly
actually.
pod.
on the belly pod, yeah.
That slows her so much down. Well, let's see how fast the Spitty can go.
My guess is somewhere 260, 270. That region.
She's still speeding up. Okay, I'm on 3,000 feet. I'm on boost 18 and throttle maxed out 290 knots. 91,
Yeah.
92.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's not bad.
yeah.
But boost 18 is, of course, blow up your engines.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
But I just
There'll be
wanted to tell my top speed.
There'll
Yeah,
be
it's
flames
good.
coming
Yeah.
from the exhaust.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. And since in the sim you can do no damage, you can sort of use it.
Sorry, Castella. Castella shot past. So I'm going back to my boost 6.
Should say
Yeah.
sorry to Boston Elf that we left behind.
So, next airfield.
Boston is looking for the kids' homework.
But he can do 300 knots in that for sure.
Yeah,
The
at a
TBM.
certain height.
Yeah, and you have to turn the inertial separator off. Or on, what is it? Off, I think.
Three six or 386 kilometers per hour. Okay. What would that be knots?
386. So yeah,
386.
150, 180. Wait, 300 is 150, 160 kilometers an hour. It's around 200 knots, I think.
No,
that all?
the PC-21 is faster. Sorry,
Yeah, it is.
Christella. The PC-21 is faster than that.
Yeah, definitely.
My fly attack is Kahar 01. But, hello there. First time chat. That's where we at. All information at one command.
Oh
Don't believe me, just watch.
So I'm basically ignoring this airfield.
Yeah.
Because there's another one coming up soon. After that. What are the plans for that one?
Full stop.
The large one. Yeah.
The large one, full stop.
Mhm.
So if you max the plane guy, if you load in at Yankee Foxtrot Lima Oscar, that's our next stop we do on the North Europe server.
Beginning to look greener again. You can tell that we are approaching
The coast,
the coast. Yeah.
we do. Don't believe me, just watch. So our next stop is Yankee Foxtrot Lima Oscar.
Down there, the green area, that's cattle ranching. You can see the watering points.
Yeah. And the trails.
Yep.
Kudos. It must be freaking big farms. Yes. Red soil again. All the red soil. You said the one is the highway which goes all around Australia, isn't it?
No. That's the Darwin Highway, which goes from one side to the other through the middle.
Ah, okay.
But the other one goes along the coast all the way around. We might see it later on today when we reach the coastal area. But that is number one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we cross that.
We follow that soon.
Yeah, we cross it We'll reach it at after Argyle. Oh, hang on, it joins us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It comes in from the side.
yeah.
Yeah.
Something that looks like water. It's coming up here. Here's a
this time
wingman.
it's easy to tell the airfield. No, that wasn't the airfield. Sorry.
Usually when it's easy in the sim to tell, it's because it's not.
Yeah.
The next airport we stop is Yankee Foxtrot Lima Oscar.
It's possible to overspeed this in a 2,500 per minute climb.
She has
That's amazing.
power.
It's nuts.
Birdie has power. The Learjet. Kahar 01.
But you don't really need that information.
Yeah.
If you load in, you choose the North Europe server, load in at that airport that's given here in the message, then you will automatically find us because we're going to land there.
Oh, this will be a crosswind. That's a mean crosswind there. Oh boy. We got the runway 26 and it's 08. I'll go for 26. Doesn't matter in my case. Autopilot off my plate. Oh. Yay! Miracle of sound. Oh boy. I already feel the wind.
Yeah, for me it's a 15 knots crosswind.
Uh-huh. Not just for you. Do I see the airfield? Well, strip
That one is
thing.
pretty it's hard to see. I think I see it now.
There we have a Castella, an elf, and a cat bat. Our scout knights up is in front. Haha, Mr. Zip.
Hmm.
Hmm?
Means, is this an airfield? Or is this just another bit of road? It's road.
Whee!
Ah!
Found it?
Yep, it's a red one.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's non-tarmacking.
Yep.
Yay! Down! Without tipping over. Woohoo!
I mean, let's face it, in real sim life, these red ones, they're just as flat as a tarmac. There's no bumps or anything like that.
I meant the wind.
Yeah. Wind too, yeah. The wind could also be fun on takeoff.
Yep. It was not so smooth like the last one, but a 151 is okay too. Here comes the
And
cat
there
bat.
is a cat band incoming.
I still don't see where. Well, I see the nameplates. That's
It's
the
red.
good part.
It's red.
Yeah.
And around it it's green, so you can
Oh.
see.
Gear down, please. Otherwise, that would be a very short landing.
Well, your stopping rate would be awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a great trick for
Nothing
landing
out
at
of the
Saba.
way.
Oh, we got
Yeah.
somebody new.
Come on.
Yeah, that
An
has to be
F-18.
that has to be Max, the
Max.
plane guy,
Yeah.
I would think.
So, I see some red. I see where Count Zepp is parked. So, well, sort of land in front of you guys.
Land to my left wing. There's exactly the runway. Yeah, you're looking good. There's the runway.
And the next airport is called Bungle Bungle Airport.
Yeah.
Bungle Bungle. That sounds good.
Bungle Bungle.
Yeah.
Go.
Oh. Come on, Flight Sim. Get your shit together. There you go.
Oh, there we go. What does my fuel say? Let's top up, just in case. There it is.
They got it with the bees tonight, haven't they?
Yeah,
It's not getting any better though.
they won't get better today.
What bees?
A beekeeper was indicted after
Oh.
he confessed to years of stealing at work. They charged him with embezzlement.
Right.
Yo. Well, guys.
Off to Bungle Bungle.
Yeah, boom da da boom da.
Alrighty then. F-18 in a stall there.
So, today we're going to reach the sea on the other side.
The
So how
north
many days
coast.
did it take us to cross? Was it 3 or 4?
In Australia?
Just to come from the south coast up to the north coast. Was it 3
Let's
days
see.
or 4? When did we do Adelaide? That was the south coast.
So,
And I think it was 2 legs
One.
from there to Ayers Rock. And I guess it's 3 days.
so that was 2 days.
Two days to Ayers Rock.
Wait, I'm counting.
Yeah.
So we hit the coast. Then it did take us 1 or 2 days to get to Adelaide.
Yeah, but from Adelaide.
And from Adelaide, we had 2 legs to Ayers Rock.
Okay. And then today, so that makes 3 days
3 days.
to cross. Yeah.
I'm flying all over. Oh boy. So, what do I need for a course? 350.
What is it, about 350, I think?
Heading.
350?
Heady.
352?
My heading.
35.
Yeah,
350 is my heading.
Yeah.
Max has fun, has zoomies.
With 222.
Hmm?
That's not zooming.
Max has the zoomies in the F-18.
Yes. F-18 has the zoomies built in.
I was at 312 knots, so I need to slow down.
Interesting.
What?
It's an interesting rock or hill formation. We will see it.
Hmm?
Just a very long straight line of hills.
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
they look like the wavy hills up in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, but it's just one line.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like those in Pennsylvania. And if I'm not mistaken, that's the Turner Hills.
Not the Bungle Hills, no.
No, no, the Turner ones.
Yeah, I get no names for them.
I only get them because Little Navmap
Yeah.
have the big widget from Lima Kilo Mike over there. The terrain is pretty interesting. Oh, sorry.
But I must say, I mean, we've flown all across Australia now in areas which are probably not all that often visited,
Yep.
and we haven't seen a lot of generic scenery
Don't
at all.
mention that mean word.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, it has been good. I was sort of expecting in the interior to have some.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
Yeah,
I
me
noticed.
too, actually.
And when I was flying at the beginning of my flight streaming, once over
Yeah.
Australia, and there was just reddish brown earth blobs
Yeah,
Blobs,
but then
yeah.
and
that was before
nothing
the
else.
Australia update.
Exactly,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
now we have pretty nice scenery. We had actually some generic scenery. Can't you remember?
It was only small bits.
Yeah, bits and pieces, but we had some over where the East Coast. What is this? That's the air in here. Around Townsville, where we flew into
Yeah.
the bushes on the east side, down to Sydney. Around Mackay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had some.
Okay, there's a river now. Not much of it, but
Yeah.
it's a real river.
Ooh, and ah. There also comes a lake. Argulia, or however you would speak that. Oh, there comes Bungle Bungle up soon.
Bungle Bungle.
Bungle Bungle
Little
Airport.
bungles. So you can bungle your landing there, there's no problem.
Nice.
Crash and burn. Let's do a touch and go there.
Bungle in the jungle. That must
Actually, a nice river.
Yep. That was the famous box match between Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier in Kinshasa in the Congo. And that was marketed as Bungle in the Jungle.
Okay.
In those days, you had to watch these big boxing matches. Everybody was sat down, and even if it was late at night, as long as Muhammad Ali was boxing, you had to watch it. Even my dad, who was an absolute non-fan of boxing, watched it.
Up there he is.
You can see the thing.
Was looking for the catus patus.
Oh.
Where is he? Where is he? But up there.
Yeah.
So,
Touch and went.
let's bungle.
Let's dust somebody. Whee! There go the guys with the zoomies.
Oh, yeah, I'm too high for that.
No worries, Catpot.
Said one hippie to the other.
Yeah. It's,
Oh boy. The dad jokes are strong with us tonight. Wheelies out. Perfect. The terrain is pretty interesting here with those cute little hill mountain thingies.
Hmm. Yeah.
After night's up. Kamikaze! Boston aus. 32. Max is on the ground. Next airport is Waypoint, guys.
Mhm.
Hey, it's pretty here. But that's funny. It's so pretty here, and in the middle of Germany, you find generic scenery.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if in FS24 it will be the same thing.
Probably.
Most likely. Yeah.
That'll be interesting. I mean, what do you
Yeah.
think when it comes out? Will
Mm.
there be an instant transition or will it take a while? It's like it might, as soon as someone like Murph changes to the new
Will,
program,
will, will
Mm.
everybody follow him?
everybody
Yeah,
will have to follow him.
Yeah.
well, have to know. I mean, I'm not planning on following him at all. I think like I have way too much invested in this, so I will fly it
Mm.
for a while longer for sure. And then when I see that people actually get certain aircraft over in the other one, then maybe.
Yeah,
Also, it will depend on whether the servers are still acting up and stuff.
yeah,
Whether they also um, destroy it by getting. I mean, I'm sorry for Xbox, but they dumbed this one down for Xbox and they destroyed it right in the process. So yeah,
yeah. But it'll be a difficult period because there will be some people still flying in the old sim, others flying in the
Yeah,
new.
but
That
there
makes
should be not a
things tricky.
problem if John FS will work.
yeah.
Yeah,
So if you have John FS behind that, they
Mhm.
even can fly when they don't have whatever sim.
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly. And I also actually I care less now for multiplayer. I still love it, but like in small groups like us, yeah.
Yes, large
Um,
multiplayer
Large
is not.
multiplayer, no, it just doesn't work somehow.
Yeah.
Uh,
I mean, I do. I fly along with Murph
yeah, me too.
because basically, rather than just sitting there watching it and listening,
Yeah, yeah, of course.
it's more interesting if you can fly.
Yeah, but have you noticed? It's just like, oof, I
And
don't
so,
know how to
some of these
describe it.
flights are not very good. Yeah. But yeah, it's it's a mix. You have a little bit to do, and
Yeah,
of
yeah,
course,
yeah,
because you
obviously.
fly
Right.
along, you can see the whole scenery.
Yeah,
Uh,
but yeah, it becomes more difficult and sort of less immersive when it's like with that many people.
yeah, I
Mm.
mean, if you think about when we started flying with Murph, I think
He had about 20 people with him when I started with
60
him,
or
I think.
70 viewers were the
Yeah,
maximum.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and much less, of course, in the air. Mhm. Yes, interesting scenery. But I'm still
Ooh, that's
rather
really nice.
sad that there are so few women in the flight simming. I mean, Kahara is one of the few exceptions. Allison, there are a few, but I mean, when you look at the number of pilots, I would say
Yeah,
5%
but
maximum.
that's just how it is. It's the interest that women have in this sort of thing
Yeah.
generally.
Mm.
Like Yeah, you can say all you want about 50% should be women, but I mean you can't force that
No, you can't it at all.
with
But I find it
airline.
interesting that it's still such a clearly male-dominated area.
Well, yeah, but it's like oil rigs, right? It's kind of the same thing. You,
I
you
have no
can't.
experience with oil rigs.
They say like you can't judge a fish by its ability to climb up a tree. Well, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Women and men, yeah, are they equal? Yeah, of course they are equal, but they're not the same thing. It's
Yeah.
like, and there seems to, I don't know, it just.
Did you find yourself a Castella, Nightsup? Something's cuddling with you.
Yeah, he's found himself something. Interesting river down here.
Yeah, I'm coming down to 3,000 now. That river is called...
Oh, are we getting to the lake where there is an airport of some kind?
Yeah, that airport is a waypoint.
That's Argyle.
Oh, in that case, I don't have to descend.
No.
Well,
And the river is called Wilson River,
Mm-hmm.
which I have never heard of.
Well, Saturday will be, the first half will be a bit boring, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just 280 miles straight ahead.
Yeah.
We live in Australia. And I hope in Indonesia those mountains or hills are nicely done.
I think Indonesia will be a bit like Papua New Guinea, I think. Be similar.
probably
Hopefully.
with a lot of trees.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Quite contrast to here.
That's true. Even the sim doesn't put a lot of trees here.
Nope.
No, but that's actually good because you've got much more ground texture. Because like when you have all these trees, it just looks very generic. To me, at least. I don't know what other people think of
Yeah,
that.
I think that in general the sim overdoes the trees. There's too many.
Yeah, but even if you say like, oh, okay, I'll put trees on low, then you see this whole generic texture below it because
Yeah.
it's meant to be filled with trees. So yeah, another one for Flight Sim 24 to improve on.
Okay. So yes, I can see the airfield.
Nice.
So now the next one's 47 miles away.
Yep.
Do we do a landing there?
At El Questro, or how is this called? At
Which is
Yankee Echo Quebec Oscar, we do a touch and go.
Right.
Yeah, El Questro is a name which you don't really expect in Australia.
Nope. Not really.
That's
There's
true.
the lake.
Dooby-dooby-doo. We have, I have 28 hours in the Learjet.
Not pretty good. Considering how short you've had it, that's quite good.
Well, Catbird and the Learjet are inseparable at the moment.
He, he probably has a model of the Learjet under his pillow.
Yeah, probably.
You think it would be there long?
Or
That
a
would be uncomfy.
maybe a cuddly Learjet, you know?
You plushie.
Yeah.
Called Leroy. Yes, I can see that.
Pictures in my head. The pictures in my head.
Leroy the Learjet. Oh yeah.
Leroy the Learjet, that's super cute.
Yeah.
He can fly with food of the finance.
I just wanted to say
Exactly.
that. Leroy the Learjet.
Well, I've got quite a large one sitting on my sofa. That's Olaf the orangutan.
Okay.
Yeah. He sits on my sofa and watches TV most of the evenings.
Okay. You're okay?
I have a few of these.
Well, I should not talk. We have Pinky, that white and pink unicorn.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Which always is with us when we're traveling.
Yeah.
It's an awesome pillow.
Yeah, for the traveling I have one sort of cartoonish looking dog,
Okay.
which is my mascot. That's always the first thing that goes in the caravan. I
Okay.
remember once I forgot it, and I just felt there was something missing the
Yeah.
whole holiday.
Yeah. And
It
that's
started
for us,
because I
Pinky.
bought it on a holiday. You know, I was traveling in a camper van, and it was in some town in England, and I picked it up because I thought it looked cute, and it's been sitting there. And then later, when I did the next holiday with a caravan, it went back into the caravan.
Yeah. Same here. On our first real holiday up in Fehmarn, we found that unicorn at the border store, and so it stayed with us.
Yep.
Was also our mascot.
Yeah, and then of course I have Garfield
Okay.
with his I Hate Mondays t-shirt.
Oh, I need that T-shirt.
And a very strange looking bird,
Okay.
basically with a very long neck and a pom-pom head and a pom-pom bottom, and in the pom-pom head two black beady eyes watching you. It's
Okay.
slightly unrealistic, but it's fun. I think I have
Okay.
to send you some pictures.
Yay! And we have on holiday just Pinky and the mini Pinky. My husband found at the border store a miniature unicorn from the unicorn we already have. Now
Oh, yeah.
Pinky has a daughter, which has
So it's a
magnetic,
family.
yeah, which has magnetic hooves. So she
Yeah.
is on the back side of the cabin. Since the transporter has a naked back wall, just metal. So she's there looking over our heads.
So was that car originally meant to be a commercial vehicle?
It was a commercial
It was a
vehicle.
commercial. Yeah.
It was a a transporter of Coca-Cola.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And if you look closely, really closely, you see the outlines where the stickers of the Coca-Cola
Yeah.
logo was. We tried to polish it, but well, we could
Well, if
not
it's
get
been on
rid
for
all of that.
yeah, if it's been on for too long, then of course it's not just the plastic, but there's also some kind of glue under it, and that changes the surface.
Yeah.
But it's not a bad thing. I mean, it wasn't a Beate Use delivery vehicle, so
No,
Coca-Cola you can live with.
it was Coca-Cola. Another fine thing is it has more freight which you could put in there compared to a normal vehicle
yeah,
of
yeah.
this type.
Has it increased? So it has
In German,
stronger
you would call it.
springs.
In German, you
Oh,
would call it aufgelastet.
yeah, aufgelastet.
I
Yeah.
don't
That's
know
what I
what.
had done with my caravan too. Yeah, it's just a they put in stronger springs, so you can put more weight in. Yeah.
Yeah, can put more stuff in. And it was covered. The transport where you put the stuff in. Whee! There's a Castella. It was nicely covered in wood and anti-skid mats.
Uh-huh.
So if you would do this, if you would have to pay for that, it's pretty expensive.
Yeah.
And we had that for free.
That's good. Yeah, I had that weight increase done on my caravan because, I'm traveling alone. I would have had no problem with the original weight, but I just wanted to have the freedom. For example, when I'm in France and I buy wine, I can just put the wine in there. Don't have to worry about the weight.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm,
runway inside, I believe.
Yeah,
So
for
that
a
would
touch
be
and
the
went.
touch and go one.
Yep.
El Questro. Yeah, it's definitely more interesting now. with
Whee!
the
Yeah, and if you look, those wavy mountains, they flow like a line inland.
Yeah.
Oh, 13 knots from the left, and it's a tailwind.
Oops.
But we'll do it for practice.
Rawr.
There's a famous book by an Australian woman who crossed the whole continent on foot.
Oh
Just,
boy.
I think, with a camel. I think she had a camel as a load animal with her.
Yeah.
That was it. And she describes it, and at one point she simply decides, there's nobody here anyway, so why do I have to wear clothing? And she just marches on naked.
Why not?
Yeah.
If you don't get sunburned badly.
And then somebody shows up, it's like, Dr. Livingstone, I suppose, I presume.
Yeah. No, she was quite famous
Yeah.
after that.
I can imagine.
Wasn't there also a
I think
stormtrooper who was on foot in Australia? I think there
what?
was also a stormtrooper.
Stormtrooper.
Yeah,
Star Wars Stormtrooper.
yeah, Star Wars stormtrooper. There was one guy who was nuts. He had something on wheels where he could put his stuff in and water, and
And
he
he wore
pushed
the
that,
uniform or what?
and he walked in the uniform some thousand miles. That's
Jesus.
dedication.
That is dedication.
Oh, there's a runway, touch and went. And let's go directly Yankee Tango Hotel Delta.
Okay.
Yankee Tango Hotel Delta.
Yep.
Which is
Yankee Tango Hotel
308 heading.
And direct activated. Boom. Nice.
308 heading.
308, yes. So I'm heading right towards it. What a coincidence, though.
What a coincidence indeed.
I didn't even have to turn.
Super duper. And that airport looks also like a nice Firefly Air airport.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So nice. So we have vertical speed enabled and nav mode on.
There was a famous outlaw in Australia called Ned Kelly,
Okay.
and there is a movie about him. And guess who plays Ned Kelly? It's Mick Jagger.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean that was relatively early on in his career, but he appeared in a few movies, but that was one of the few where he actually really played in a serious role.
let's try not to overspeed in the climb this time.
And I remember that he had this iron, he do it self-made iron mask and iron protection against people shooting him. So he wore that when he did his raids and things like that.
Okay.
I mean, it's not surprising that there are, especially in the old days, there were quite a few criminals in Australia because that was all the early population. There were people who were sent there
Yeah.
by the courts in England. Some of them were totally harmless, but of course some of them are
Not.
actually murderers and robbers and God knows what.
Why does this oh boy, what happened now? It's crazy? Son of a Scoundrel. That song is typical for Australia.
Well, I mean, Australians are proud of their ancestry when they can prove that their ancestors came over as criminals from England. That's like being a noble family, you know. It's like when in America you can say you come from the Pilgrim Fathers.
Did we lose a Boston elf?
No, he's with us.
Okay.
I think he's in front of you, Kahario.
No, she's on at my side over there.
I see Boston Elf, yeah. I don't see our F-18 anymore.
No, we lost Max after he became a stain.
I think we're probably too boring. I've got this fantastic radio station on at the moment. I can't listen to the stream music, it just chops up too badly.
Yeah.
And when I was doing this flight, which took me over the Alps, I picked up this internet radio station in Augsburg. And it's absolutely amazing music. They just call themselves Slow Radio, and they play one of my songs after the other. Like early on they had Stairway to Heaven. At the moment they have Stand By Me. And the problem is if I listen to your stream, it just chops up the music so bad.
Yeah,
But
no
it
worries.
just-
All good.
It's just not... no enjoyment there.
Yeah.
And since I do it all on the headphones, it shouldn't interfere with the sound of the stream, because my speakers are not using it.
Yeah, all good. No sound bleed is there, so all is fine.
Yeah, I got everything on the headphones now. The sim, you, and the music and all. I only have to refrain from singing along, because that would be strange.
A little bit, teeny tiny bits. Where is what I'm looking
Getting
for?
cloudier, isn't it? You're getting closer
Yeah.
to the sea.
Yeah, there are clouds. There's deliveries from the 738, and where deliveries from the 738?
So we missed an airport with a wonderful name. Ombulguri. That's the one
Okay.
we cut. That's the one
Yeah.
that we cut off, yeah. And the next one is a station airport. Yeah. And then it's Mungalalu.
Bless you.
That's our final for tonight, isn't it?
Yankee Tango, Sierra Tango.
Yep.
Where's my piggybacked Ryanair livery? GND3, NG3. Three N. Where is it?
Am I still connected?
Yes, you are. It's just
Okay.
quiet.
Let's just
You're
go ahead.
just up. You just
just
shut up.
checking. All right.
Okay, course is now 304. Castella, my week has been fine, thank you.
Mine gets better. We had inventory today and now it's all good. And I need to get out and push my plane.
Yeah, we are hauling though. Like
Yeah,
yeah. I
Can't
think we
catch
need
up.
to slow down.
I really can't catch up here.
I'm gonna turn back. Let's go and get Kaharia and push.
Yay!
Yeah, because I was doing 300 knots here. Happily.
Everything okay, Boston Elf? How fast can the TBM go?
I don't know. When I used to fly
Can't
it,
remember.
I got 300 and something out of her for sure.
So you should be able to keep up with us.
Yeah. He's not far away here. Boston Elf is really close to us.
It's good.
So, what's the score at the next airport?
What does my fuel say?
Is it just a waypoint?
Would make
Looks-
sense. Would make
Waypoint and then
sense. And then Yankee
and
Tango
then-
Sierra Tango is our final stop.
right.
What's your indicated car? Yeah. Just so I know how fast I'm incoming.
At the moment, I can't decide. Between 267 and 268.
Okay. It's about 270. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll catch up in a bit.
The clouds make it interesting.
Yes, they do.
They're getting more and more fluffy. So,
Yeah, I can see the magenta line creeping into sight again.
it's closing in.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody needs belly scratches.
Uh-huh. Well, she always knows when we're about to wind up. She has somehow she has a sixth sense for that.
Hope you don't need a sick bag in there, Estella. Mm-hmm.
I think it's a special cockpit. You can just wash it out after every flight.
You mean a self-cleaning one?
Yeah.
Whee!
I can do that because I have a passenger in the back. Or the passenger would go, "No."
And he would say, I want a refund.
Yes.
Or more!
Yeah, possibly.
The acrobatics by Costello. Some scritches, some belly scritches. Be careful, Costello, there comes a catbird. There's the catus batus.
Wait, wait.
Whee!
Need a bit more power to catch up.
To hear that.
No, a lot more power. Falling behind.
No, we can't have that.
No. Not if I'm trying to formation fly, right? Oh. Yeah, all the way back now.
Something happened. Something happened. What happened?
Like Butcher, right?
McButcher raided with a party of 6. Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, party hard. Ja, danke und selber. Muss. Hey, Big Carl. Hi. Who came with you? And Johnny Boy. Hey, guys. Schön, dass ihr rübergekommen seid. Gab's heute wieder Doku Donnerstag oder gab's heute ein bisschen rumballern in World of Tanks or World of Warships? Course change to 351.
Yeah, I'm back on nav mode.
Look at that. That's pretty. Shut up and dance with me. Doku ballern, LKW. Ah. Weird combination. Wo seid ihr denn Schönes hingetruckert dann am Ende? Wir sind halt den letzten Tag im Outback.
Yep.
Mit Down Under. Im nächsten Stream geht's dann rüber nach Indonesien und Osttimor. Mal einmal quer durch Australien. Okay, McButcher. Danke fürs Rüberkommen. Habt einen schönen Abend. Gute Nacht. Bless you. Was this? My head falls on the keyboard.
Did you hear a noise?
Yes, I did hear a noise.
I think it was just me touching.
Yeah. Yes, exactly
Yeah.
that.
I just accidentally touched the microphone. But if I know that I can wake you up that way, it's good to know.
I did not sleep. Okay, Big Carl. Have to course correct a bit. 348. Somebody's showing us the belly. This direction. he's the right way around. Woo! Whee! And a wing wave from Catbat. Soon we're there. Soon, guys. Whee! What is the Catbat trying?
Nothing really.
That looked so professional as you were pulling away. Also Costello Road, nice break, Catbat.
Thanks.
It's Boston Alpha's in front, we can speed up.
When you played Skyrim, did your main character ever suffer from vampirism?
Yes.
How did you cure it?
It was a pain in... It was pretty painful, and I rolled back because you only can cure it in stage 2. And there is a healer in some specific kind of village. I can't
Okay.
remember how it's called. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. Because my character got it today.
Um,
And not only do I get these, every now and again, these red hazes, which I know will increase over time, and she will turn into a vampire, but also she cannot walk properly anymore. She's sort of dragging her foot,
Okay.
which must be connected with that, because it's not showing her as, being injured or anything like that. But I'm sure.
what happens if you go in the house of Weislov, Whiterun,
Yeah.
in your own Gutshaus?
Yeah.
There is a statue on the bookshelf,
And you can pray.
and you can pray, and it will heal all of your sicknesses.
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
don't know if this also counts for vampirism.
Yeah.
It's worth a try.
I don't have that house. I live somewhere else. I have another house. But have a look in that house if there is a statue somewhere.
Du hast es gut nicht.
Hm?
Hast du das voll ausgestattete Haus in der Stadt?
It was too expensive. I got another one which I didn't have to buy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tempel von Atalay.
Yeah. I know you get it from.
Below the dragon hold in
Yeah.
Whiterun, there is a center where they cure the injured and you can train healing abilities there. And
Oh,
there's also such a statue.
in the temple.
Yeah, in the temple.
It's the temple of Kinnereth. Yeah.
Yep, that one.
Yep.
There's also such a statue.
Okay. Yeah, that's easier to find. Yeah.
Oh, let's glide in here.
Okay.
That wasn't soft. I don't know what soft is. Well, clear of runway. So I park at your side. Lights up.
Okay.
Running lights.
Nobody cares.
It's singing.
It is singing.
But you know, Little Navmap doesn't keep the routes that you have flown for very long. Like the routes that we took as we came to Australia, they have already disappeared.
Yeah, but that's a thing. I think you can set it up that it will hold the route longer.
Ah, yeah.
But I don't know where anymore. It's too long ago. I last did that. Have to look into it again. There comes the cat bats. Ooh. Oh, we need toast.
Oh,
We need toast.
Yes, twice.
Nicely done, guys. No, wrong button. Hello, thank you. Awesome. Nicely lined up, our
Mm-hmm.
guys. That looks nice. One with the nameplates. Let's. Can we make some fancy weather? No. Yeah, let's make this time. Okie dokie, guys.
Okay.
So, thank you for flying along, guys. Was a pleasure. I hope you had fun. Next time, the first bit will be a bit boring, but the last bit will be better. Best bet. All take care. Thanks. Yeah, thank you for keeping us company, Boston Elf. Good night. Sleep tight. And don't let
Good
the bed
night.
bugs bite.
Good night, guys.
Well, good night. We're signing out. We see each other on Saturday, 2000 Zulu. Have a good start into the weekend.
Yeah, me too, Eagle.
We're signing out. Bye.
Right.